Good evening, guys. Another Friday evening at SMC Studios, podcast number 8. Tonight we got a little bit of a special guest. Terry had to be out of town. I think he's going to some convention this weekend, so I thought I would get Scotty to drop by and help me out. Tonight we're going to do a little bit of a special episode, special edition, and as you can see there, we got several drummers. Since Scotty is a badass drummer, and in a former life I used to play a little bit, we thought we might do that. It's not anything special as in technical, the best drummers, or anything like that. It's just sort of like some stuff that we both like, something that influenced us maybe, that kind of thing. So anyway, first up, I think we need to start at the first here, and this by Mr. Bill Ward. We sort of call it the Bill Ward Shuffle or the Bill Ward Beat or whatever you want to call it. And I think we'll play that at first here. Here we go. Mr. Bill Ward there. 1970, Paris. A killer show. And both of us have listened to that beat a lot. So, got some comments on it there, Scotty?
Oh, man. As many times as I could play that beat, I never get tired of it. That's probably one of the coolest pockets to get into and really warm up on if you want to just kind of get into a real nice laid-back groove. That one's really nice to learn. It always feels good to play, too, once you really nail it. And it's a good application to kind of bridge yourself into doing other things. I know when I played it, I always try to add something else into it as much as I can because it's so versatile. It's a great beat. Love that song.
Yeah. Behind the Wall of Sleep. Sort of a deep cut. A lot of people don't, like you talk about Sabbath stuff and they're like, they don't, unless they're really into Sabbath, they might not know that song.
Yeah, they always know NIB, but.
Yeah, which it goes right into. Okay, let's see. I think next up is going to be one of your picks. I think you mentioned that you sort of, it's going to be Feinstein. And tell us a little bit about this song before we start it.
Probably one of the coolest albums put out around that time, if I had to say. Can't tell you how many times I listened to it, but one of the ones that always stuck out was this tune. It's called Inferno. It's an instrumental that I think it's the only instrumental on the album, but and there's nothing crazy about it, nothing technical. I think you mentioned before, but this beat always stuck out as so cool, and there was so much that you could kind of add to it when you learned how to play it. It's also really cool because it was one of the songs that kind of pushed me to learn more double bass. And when you hear the tune, you'll kind of hear what I'm talking about how he kind of creates a big double bass jump in between the snare hits, and it's just really cool. Once you hear it, you'll see what I'm talking about.
All right, so here we go without further ado, and it's called Inferno, like you said, by Feinstein. By the way, Feinstein, David Rock Feinstein, or Feinstein, however you want to pronounce it, he was Ronnie James Dio's first cousin in the band Elf. He was the guitar player, and of course went on into the Rods, and very talented dude, nice guy too. Here we go. Yeah. Yes, sir. So, any comments after listening to it?
Still the coolest song ever, man. It just leaves so much open space, you know, and like I said, like I think every band needs a song like this, specifically if you're playing live, because it's one of those, you know, let me give my singer a break, and we have this structured song, but we don't really play the same things every time, you know, and it's really cool to experiment and play with tunes like that. As you can see, there's tons of room for every part of the band to get their own slot, you know, keys, you know, give your singer a break, get some water, and then go back to it, you know. It's a cool tune.
Yes, I agree. All right, next up is also one of your specific entries, and it's about a band, I think they are Swedish or something, aren't they? Dream Evil?
Yeah.
Norwegian, some Scandinavian. I was going to look them up and get the specifics, but anyway, here we go.
Chosen ones, we sacrifice our blood, we kill for honor. We are the holy ones, our armor stained with blood, we kill the dragon. In glory we return, our destination's end, we slay the dragon. No more living in fear, it's time to raise our king, we made it happen. We are the chosen ones, we sacrifice our blood, we kill for honor. We are the holy ones, our armor stained with blood, we kill the dragon. We're the chosen ones, riding through thunder and lightning once again. We slay the beast, we brought an end. the chosen ones. We sacrifice our blood. We kill for honor. We are the holy ones. Our armor stained with blood. We kill the dragon. In glory we return. Our destination's end. We slay the dragon. No more living in fear. It's time to raise a king. We made it happen. We the chosen ones. We are the chosen ones. We sacrifice our blood. We kill for honor. We are the holy ones. Our armor stained with blood. We kill the dragon. In glory we return. Our destination's end. We slay the dragon. No more living in fear. It's time to raise our king. We made it happen.
Yeah. We are the chosen ones. So what do you think about the video?
Well, I was actually thinking, I don't know if you remember back in the day in the old studio and practicing We Dwell Within all the time, and you'd put this song on or we jam to it, and it always made us feel when the gallops would come in, that we're riding through, some major battlefield or something, and of course I was like, wow, man, this must be Warner Bros. Or something. And I think I strictly remember Warner Bros. Doing this.
I did the video though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I put that together. I just synced it up and then used the. Yeah, apparently that's some game footage.
Like some World of Warcraft or something.
Yeah. So I put all these videos together. I mean, that was the cooler ones because I could sync up with the, with their performance, and their live performance was dead on. So they were apparently listening to it, or they were close.
It definitely had some kind of tempo going.
Yeah, but that's a cool tune. It really is. Okay, let's see. What do I want to do next here? I was gonna. I had a list, and I thought it would be better just to surprise myself. I think gonna go back a little bit. Go back to 1983, maybe something like that. I believe it is. And I got 2 Dio songs with Vinny Appice playing, and he's got. I picked these tunes. One of them's fairly well known. The other one's pretty, well known. But it's basically for the Vinny-isms, because he's got those things that he does a lot. I just call them Vinny-isms, but the fills and that groove that he goes into with the ride. He always plays the ride and the kick, and it's just like a lazy groove. So first up, and check this out too. You can hear Vinny counting this in, and I'm not sure what he plays. I'm going to back it up, but listen to it real close and see what he says. What you think he says?
1, 2, 3, pitching.
All right, could you hear him? It sounds like he says 1, 2, 3, bitching. But what do you think?
I don't. I have no idea. Yeah, it sounds like bitching or witching or
kicking, or I don't know. All right, let's go. We're listening to the whole thing.
1, 2, 3, pitching. When there's lightning, it always brings me down. 'Cause it's free and the
Yeah, I hear a little Vinny's ding there on the bell. That is the remix version that was done in 2022, so we get to actually hear how the song ended, and that's why it has Vinny's counting also. So, what are your thoughts on the Vinnyisms in that song?
You know, I've tried to put it into words. I don't know how many times, but I was just thinking about it, listening to it over again, and a lot of them, it seems that, you know, Vinny, he's always been a straight 4/4, you know, 16th note type of dude, unless it's on the snare. And I think what it is he's just taken a 4-note roll, and instead of doing straight 16ths, he does it with a triplet in between, which is why you hear that little, you know, over and over again. And he can put it anywhere he wants to, because all he needs is a leading 16th note. So, like, you'll hear that in almost every one of his songs somehow in a different way. I really like it.
Yeah, he has this thing about putting the kick, like a lazy kick, too, in places that it's unusual. But I always liked his groove, you know, that famous ride groove that he plays a lot in songs, you know, and it just seems like there's something special about it. It's like a lazy, just greasy groove that he gets into that I think only Vinny can do like himself. I mean, a lot of people play that song. By the way, you know, we talked about this song in a previous episode, of course, because Ronnie did not like the song when it was tracked there at Sound City, and went over to physically cut the tape up, and everybody restrained him. And, you know, it probably bought a couple of houses for him, too. So, you know, and his words were, when I talked to him about it, were like, it's grown on me over the years. So, you know, I think because he had to play it at every performance. All right, next up is another Vinnyism song that I picked this one specifically because it's got some trademark Vinnies in it. Here we go.
We're a ship without a
Yeah, that has got to have more Vinny-isms in it than anything. It's got that great ride, snare, kick groove that he always gets into. I mean, that's just a perfect example to me. Don't you agree?
I would have to say so. I think he gets away with a lot of that because he's got that lazy left hand. So if he's got the lazy left hand with the snare rolls, he kind of just sits a kick, you know.
I know
it's after it.
It's hard. I don't know. It's hard to describe it to me, but I just love it.
I'll say he's definitely the master of playing slow, which I think is the hardest thing.
A little Flotsam and Jetsam. These guys, of course, I guess were sort of famous for Jason Newsted, had been in them originally before he joined Metallica. But one of my favorite albums is Quattro, which I'm not sure exactly when it came out, 85 maybe or something off the top of my head. I'll probably pop it up in post there if I got it wrong. And it was the first time I heard drums played like this. Of course, now it's not anything unusual. There we go.
Taking care of business.
All right. That doesn't seem that groundbreaking now, but at that time.
What happened? Ashtray fell.
Oh, at that time, I had never heard drums like that. You know, the syncopation in it and the way the drums sort of are mixed and written and played to be part of the melody and part of the song, you know.
Yeah, I think this song is a big one that always got me. When you feel like he should be playing something, or like, you know, most drummers, they're like, oh yeah, I'm coming into a part like, oh, this is what it should be. He doesn't do that. It's completely opposite of what you think, and it's a good instance of where the drummer can really change the groove. You know, he definitely does a lot of that, and I really like it.
Yeah, it's just very unusual. Of course, this what tonight podcast is about. Not necessarily the most technical ones, but stuff that grabbed us. Something was different at the time, you know, and there are nobody that came out with songs written like that. And there's another song on the album that's not as groundbreaking in the drum part, even though it's a killer tune. It's a little more popular, I guess, because I think it was played on MTV. They actually did videos and stuff. So we'll go ahead and play that one now.
vivid memories and how in my mind my rage destroys the calm, destroys the calm. Wading through the darkness, my head held in my hand, wading through the darkness, wading through the darkness, wading through the darkness, wading through.
Wow. So, what are your thoughts on the drums in that tune?
Well, that's my favorite, I think, song by them, especially on that album. I think that's the fourth album they put out. Quattro.
Quattro, yep.
Yeah, Quattro. And yeah, that song specifically is just one of those songs where, you know, you wish you could have the singer, you wish you could have tunes like that, man.
Yeah.
It's so cool. And
I love the syncopation and where he plays. Like I said, now it doesn't sound all that groundbreaking, but then I had never heard drums like that, you know.
Yeah, he's got a lot of parts that he likes to, like I said, kind of change the groove, and
Yeah.
you don't expect it to come, and all of
Right.
a sudden it's just like, whoa, well, I guess it works, and
Yeah.
then, you know, later on it gets stuck in you, man.
Yeah, I think it's amazing, really. If you put it in the time period, you know, that's what really, to me, tells it is the time period. All right, let's see. Well, we got the Flotsam and Jetsam tunes out of the way. I think we'll jump ahead here. I think this was probably about 1990. A band that had been around since like 70s, early 70s, 73, I think, first album. So, but this was an album that they changed drummers on. And when this song hit, it just blew everybody away. And the intro to this song is very noticeable, very, I don't know, it's like almost like Stargazer intro. So without further ado, we'll listen to little Scott Travis here doing his stuff.
Faster than a bullet,
course, that's the mighty Judas Priest there, Painkiller, Glenn Tipton, K.K. Downing, Mr. Rob Halford, Ian Hill, and Scott Travis joined them with that album. I tell you what, that song just kicks ass. What's your thoughts on that?
Man, too many triplets. You could tell he was definitely tired when recording that song, because it's one of those songs that you could hear a couple of flubs, but it didn't matter. He was on, and you know,
and it's real.
Yeah, it goes to show you
it's
that
real
time. Yeah, keeping that groove can sometimes be a lot better than that, you know, edited to the grid perfection.
Yeah. Well, all right, let's see. I think next up we're gonna slide back quite a few years to 1973, I believe. This album came out at the time, unknown band. One of the members, Ronnie Montrose, was known a little bit. Then unknown singer called Sammy Hagar. It's just a great tune. I love the drums on it. So, and it sounds really cool for the time. Here we go with a little Rock Candy. sir. Montrose, Rock Candy. Denny Carmassi was the drummer on that, which played with Sammy quite a few years, I think, after Montrose. And I tell you what, this is the episode about drums, but Bill Church, which they called him Electric Church, and I think Sammy also took him later on when his solo times. He was kicking butt on this song. I tell you, that was some great stuff. Sort of a neat side note to this album. Ted Templeman produced this album, and he was the guy that discovered quite a few bands and groups back in the days. The Doobie Brothers. He also discovered and produced 6 albums by this band called Van Halen. And when he was called to, I believe, one of the clubs in LA, the Whiskey or one of those, to see about signing him because he's working for Warner Brothers at the time, and he saw him and he said, "Yeah," he says, "I think we can do something with these guys, but we're going to have to get another singer because the singer just ain't going to cut it." So he says, and they're like, "Man, I don't know, we really really don't want to get a new singer." And he said, "Well, I really, this guy's going to be hard to work with, and it's just going to be rough." He said, "I tell you what, though, I just produced this new band called Montrose, and there's a singer in it called Sammy Hagar, and he would make a great singer for Van Halen," which, is sort of ironic because years later when Dave got fired, Sammy came on board, but this was, a lot earlier than that. All right, Scotty, what you got any comments on this song?
Fucking rock candy, mate.
All righty then. Let's see what we got next. There's probably, and we'll probably do in a future podcast, like perfect songs. Of course, it's always opinions, but this is one of mine, probably on that list, called Perfect. And it's by a band called Metal Church, and I will play that up next. Here we go.
Lonely God you captured, do you feel the pain? You tried to help the people, but your help was all in vain. You gave to a stepfather, but who was watching you? Chaining as a bleeding, now what you gonna do?
do you think about the drums on that, Scotty?
Well, you can definitely tell it's the 80s. There's a lot of reverb everywhere. I really like hearing guys like him. You don't hear him too many nowadays because everything's tracked to a tempo and, pre-built before you even get in the studio. But you can hear his left foot the entire time. It never stops.
Yeah, Kirk Arrington was the drummer on that. I was thinking the vocalist was Mike Ho, which whatever. He passed away, but that's on a later album. What the reason I got this song in there is I don't know what you want to call it, but that staggered syncopated thing that he does, when he does the snare and the palm dun 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 dun. I had never heard that, and that stuck with me, and I noticed putting that in patterns that years later, because it's just something that stuck with me. That's what I really like about it. Again, it's just something that I'd never heard before. All right, let's see what we got here. Moving along, I think we'll take it back, way back here. Almost not quite as far back as Mr. Ward, but definitely about that era. And by the way, this was Bill Ward's best friend here, so we'll play a little Zeppelin.
Hey, mama said the way you move gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. Child, way you shake that thing gonna make you burn, gonna make you stay. Hey, baby.
Wow. Okay. The mighty John Bonham, of course, Led Zeppelin, that came out in 1971 for their Led Zeppelin 4, and him and Bill Ward were best buds, so they're always jamming together, and John would come over sometime during Sabbath rehearsals and want to jam on Bill's kit, and the other guys always got pissed off because he'd end up breaking stuff, and he always complained about not being able to use double kick. They wouldn't let him use a double kick, but I don't really think he needed one. So what do you think about that? You know, because back in the day, I remember hearing that song, and there was not anybody played like John Bonham. He had that like off time, you know, feel, and it just would freak me out when I first heard this song.
Yeah, he tricks you every time you come into it. He puts the snare on the 2 instead of on the 3, and you know it tricks you, and then he switches it up the next measure and does it over and over again. It's a really weird thing. If you weren't trying to do it, it's difficult to try to replicate. I tell you what, there's nothing like an open kick. You keep hearing those really this in the last song. They're no deadening, man. Just big, wide open. You know.
Oh yeah,
something about it.
Yeah, they just had that was the famous Zeppelin drum sound for sure. But yeah, that pattern just always freaked me out, and of course, you know, I could have played a lot of Zeppelin stuff, but that one to me really screams that off feel that he had that just makes my head hurt.
There we go.
The Knack.
What she wants, and everybody knows her name. She put the smile in the ass and the power to flaunt, 'cause she really in it just for herself. No, she doesn't care for nobody else. It's just me, 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 me. She's so selfish. She's so selfish. And she said, been giving her what she wants. Is she giving you what you need? No way. No way. When she takes you by the short hairs, it's the only thing she'll leave you down there. No touching me today. No touching me today. She's the prima donna queen, coming from the limousine. No touching me today. No touching me today. Hey, what do you say? She's been working
working in the clothing trade. She's a rich little bitch and she's thinking she's cool when she tells you that she got it made. She make you weak in the knees like a lovesick fool. Yeah, she said she made your motor run. Now you know she'll never give you none. It's just me. She's so selfish. She's so selfish. I think you know this girl. She's so selfish. I know you do. She's so selfish. I know it's right. I don't want much. I don't want to be her boyfriend forever. I just want to
All right, the Knack. The drummer's Bruce Gary, and he died in '06, so he's no longer with us. Probably any songs in this list that would probably surprise most people, but I just like the drums in that song, and just got a cool feel to it. What do you think about it? You probably wasn't familiar with the song until I told you, were you?
I mean, you know, of course, yeah, listening to it with you over the years, but the thing that always tripped me out is there's only one part in it that's a steady handwork. You know, he's doing his foot the entire
right
time, the whole song. It's just a tom fill, but it goes to show you that, you know, space is power in a lot of songs, man. It really comes together.
Yeah, it's a cool tune. It really is. Of course, most people know My Sharona, of course, but you know, and that's got some cool drum work in it too. But to me, this song really stands out drum wise.
I was gonna say there was one more song that we should put on here.
Really?
At an hour and a half, I think. That's
what song were you wanting to put in here? Because I would have put another one. I can do it in post.
Yeah. It was a Wayne's World tune, and I think there was another one that we played tonight that was actually in Wayne's World or associated with it. But it's Frankenstein. It's a really cool tune.
Wow! Yeah, that would have been perfect. Yeah.
Really cool tune.
Frankenstein. Wow, you know, I can probably make that work here.
I remember learning that song, and I don't think I've ever had trouble with another song. Hard song again. It's just another one of those that, you know, if you didn't study it, you know, you would kind of pace yourself and play what you want, and that's not really what the song calls for. You know?
I think it's like 73 too. That's just a guess here. I'm gonna pull it up, and we'll just stick her in here, man. All right, that was Chuck Ruff, was the drummer for Edgar Winter Group that played on that song, and he is no longer with us either. Those toms really sound, I don't know, like in my mind when I hear them, it screams of concert toms, you know, like open bottom
or super single ply.
Yeah. Very no dampening hardly, but not overring. There's no overring in them, but it's like
They almost sound like rototoms at first.
Yeah, it sort of does, doesn't it? All right. Well, that's we got a cool episode tonight. This was pretty cool. Thanks for joining us, guys, and appreciate Scotty coming out and joining us tonight. We'll have to do this again next week. I'm not sure what we're going to do next week. We haven't really quite decided. I guess next week when Terry gets back in town, we'll talk over what's going to happen here, and I'm sure we'll probably get Scotty back in the fold here. So anyway, you guys have a good weekend and week, whatever, and we'll see you next time. And it's been fun and all that good stuff. Later, Gators.